Okay, how do you start a convo with your boyfriend to ask if when he is proposing? You could just start it. You could just start it. If a conversation about whether or not we're going to get married someday scares him off, which people are certain it leads to, if that scares him off, they're not there for the right reasons. They're not there for you, right? There should not be really any topics that you can't talk about with your partner, with your boyfriend. Here you go. Here's an example. You know, I care about you a lot, and to me, you're it. Do you see a future, a long-term future for us? Because I sure do. Start there, and then take it further. Just so you know, I'm in it for the long haul. Are you? And then take it further with, do you see us getting married? Don't be afraid to have conversations, you guys. Don't. It's 7 years. We have been in a relationship, but still, he doesn't want to marry me. That's what I keep trying to say. The trust is gone. Okay, sweetie, you should not be with someone who doesn't want to marry you, especially if you are the marrying kind. There is no shame in that. Somebody on here, I loved her for just saying it right out. She says, I date to marry. I am a marrying kind. I am a marrying kind. Many people are the marrying kind. And it's heartbreaking for somebody to be settling for almost there. Because that actual step of getting married, for those of us who really believe in it, that's the final step. I insisted on getting married because I wanted to see him do everything he needed to do to be with me. And he did. And that's, if you really love someone and they said, this is what I need from you, you would do it. Okay. How I confront, or what do I say with my boyfriend for being sneaky with his phone? Whoa. Yeah. It's possible that he's cheating on you. You realize that, right? Why else did he sneaky with his phone? Either you're insanely jealous and it's driving him crazy and he's doing some control shit on you, or he's up to something that he shouldn't be. Let me just say that out loud. Don't be with somebody you can't trust. Don't be with someone who causes you to doubt, because it's possible that you're just overprotective and you're being really, really careful, all of that, and you're sabotaging, but it's also possible that this person is giving you red flags everywhere. So which one might it be? I'm scared that if I ask him to marry me, he might ignore me. Anyway, you might have to leave. If he ignores you, doesn't want to marry you, wants you to leave, or he leaves because you want to get married, really, the picture is there, right? You don't need me to say that. Because marriage is tough. And the last thing in the world you need is to be married to somebody who's not sure or doesn't really wanna, but is doing it just to keep the peace or to keep you, to keep things comfortable. Whoa, guys, marriage is hard work as it is. How do I know when I'm ready to start dating again? Well, sounds like you might be. If you find yourself a little bit interested, other people are starting to be attractive to you, or you're feeling drawn to do a little bit more, then you might be ready. Because if you were coping with a breakup and coping with a loss and all of that, you would be wrapped in it and you wouldn't be asking this question. So I missed lots of chances because of him, because I love him more than myself. Let me just be really clear on this. This is somebody who does not deserve you because he does not love you more than himself. That's pretty clear, right? I think you guys can see that, right? If you love someone more than yourself and they're not giving that back to you, they are not worthy of the love you are giving them. Be very, very careful who you trust with that heart, you guys. It's precious. I have known him since 18. Now I'm 24. Okay, don't let being familiar trap you, though. Because just because you have a history with someone, it doesn't mean you got to marry them and stay with them forever. There's actually a book called Necessary Loss, and I think it's by Judith Viorst or something like that. It's really, really good about the need to let go. Even in Malaysia against LGBTQ, but I believe happily ever after. Good. I believe you. You deserve a happily ever after. You deserve to have a good life. How do I confront, or what do I say with my boyfriend who's being sneaky with his phone? Yeah, I think I answered that one, right? Or did I just kind of say, I don't know what it is. Okay, here it is. Let me just kind of regroup here a little bit on that question. I don't know what it is. I don't like that you're being sneaky with your phone. What's up? Is there something you need to tell me? Because I will not put up with lies or deceit in any relationship. Now, he may never come clean, but your relationship is not supposed to be you watching to see if it's going to hurt you. Like, that's not relationships, guys. That's not a healthy one. That's not a safe, that I consider that a toxic one. If your entire time together, you're wondering if they're not faithful, no. Red flag, toxic, get away. I think my husband is a narcissist. Could be. There's plenty of them out there. Now, let's be careful. Just because they've not been, they might have traits, because that's an actual full-on diagnosis, right? It just got dark in here. And, it's really, you need to meet specific criteria. Now, the traits alone are difficult to deal with. And so, how are you doing with that? How are you doing dealing with him? Did your newlywed series start yet? I am so sorry, sweetie. I haven't gotten around to it. In fact, I could use a virtual assistant and because I've got so many things I'm trying to get going right now. Sincerest apologies, but feel free to DM me for some specific questions though. But I will give you a few more right now. Be really clear off the bat in where you think your troubled areas will be. Actually, here's a question. Everybody here is a question I want you to ask your partners. Perfect for newlyweds, by the way. If there's one thing about me that you find difficult to deal with, what is it? And then you switch that around. It's just one night that it's very unusual for him to be with his phone all the time. Maybe it's one night. Maybe it's, again, something's going on there, and I think the two of you just really need to talk about it. What would be some vital conflict resolution tips you could provide? Don't go silent. Somebody, your partner upsets you, don't go silent. Don't go ghosting. Don't go, I need some space. Like, whoa. When your partner says something upsetting to you, and they will, learn to just say, whoa, I don't know what you meant there. That just upset me. Tell me more. So don't run. Ask for clarification because it's possible you got something wrong. Let them finish because many couples don't let their partners finish their thoughts. The second they hear something they don't like, they shut down. They want to go silent. They want to leave the room. They want to okay, that's it. Sabotage, get away from me. So take turns speaking. That's another one. For vital conflict resolution. Relationships break up over stupid stuff that is all misunderstood over time because people get so defensive. They get so attacking and guarded that it works against them. So be very careful on the things that your partner sets off in you and learn about what that's all about because it's very, very possible that it has nothing to do with your partner right now. Maybe. If a man cheats in his previous relationship, does it mean he will cheat on you? I wouldn't say that, no. I wouldn't, although I would want to know the circumstances there. And I would trust my gut feeling on that too, because I wouldn't be saying, oh, I'm more special and there's no way because, it's an excellent question to ask, but I wouldn't say it's an absolute that if they cheated there, they're going to cheat on you. No, because I don't think we should be judged on our past behavior necessarily because we don't know the circumstances, right? Okay. All these failed dates leave me exhausted. How do I stay motivated? Excellent question. You just have to believe that you are worthy of something good. And you have to know with certainty that there are many humans out there just like you who deserve something good, who are also looking. I'm 25, just broke up, and I'm at a place where I'm not interested, and I feel like men are not up to standard. You could be right that the men that you've been with are not up to standard. And I know that mindset very well. There are many people probably here who agree with that. And what I will say is I was also in a position to be very, very close to men in my therapy groups, where there were therapy groups and therapy one-on-one. And let me tell you, they are no different than us. They just have a different way that they feel they need to carry themselves. And they make similar mistakes that look very different in some ways. All that to say, let's not clump any one particular group as total write-offs. I like your standards. Also, my question to you, because this is what I do here, I like to make people question themselves.